listen, my son or not, you ain't gotta listen to this nigga, ain't even got no money. My son gonna get mad and storm out the car. Like he on the phone fussing at his girlfriend. Ain't got $1 in the bank. I said, girl, you ain't gotta let a broke nigga be on the phone telling you what to do. He didn't get at the cops, slammed the door, talking about I can't tell my girlfriend what to do. Not when you broke, nigga. Girl, you ain't gotta listen to no broke nigga telling you what to do. Hey, go ahead and hang up on him. Black. It ain't even a flip phone. I don't care. Flip it. Black. Hey, I ain't gotta listen to nothing that you say. I'm the one that's buying you a new shirt. Child, he done got mad at me and they talking about, why are you gotta say these things? This is why I don't want to talk on the phone around you, because why would you say that to my girlfriend? She doesn't need to listen to me. She ain't gotta listen to no broke nigga. I don't care who, listen, my son or not, you ain't gotta listen to this nigga, ain't even got no money. Please, he asking you for stuff and then want to tell you what to do. I wish you would ask me for something and then you want to tell me what to do. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Now let me just say this. Now whether this content is real or fake, let me just go off the fact that this message right here is being taught to men who are raised by single mothers. Emasculating your son and teaching him that he's only valuable depending on how much money he has is insane. It's not unheard of. Now we're talking about modern day women raising kids as single mothers. Just imagine your mom calling you a broke nigga, telling your girlfriend not to do anything you ask her to do, then coming online to make a video about it on TikTok. Now this screams single motherhood. The sad part about this is bad parenting. I'm not one to ever tell people how to parent their kids, right? I can only suggest and advise. I don't say, hey, this is the definite way on how you raise kids, because I don't know. We all make mistakes. We all have a different lifestyle. We all come from different walks of life, so things are different, you know what I'm saying, in different places of the world. So, but to me, this is sad. And this is one of the main reasons why fathers have to be in their sons' lives, to teach them how to engage with women. Because if you leave it up to women to teach a man how to engage in women, they're gonna teach you stuff like this, that you're not worth anything unless you have money, unless you have status. I don't respect you unless you have enough zeros in your bank account. I don't respect you unless you can give me everything I want, material wise. Because nowhere in this conversation was substance brought up. And nowadays we see it a lot with the modern day black women. They're trying their best to humble black men by any means, even if that means humbling your black son who's just learning about women. Now, I'm not to say that a woman can't teach a son about women from a woman's perspective, and she says she's giving them game. Give your son the game on how not to get used by these women out here. Give your son the game on how not to be seen as an ATM out here. Because I guarantee if your son brought home a woman and you get a whiff of this woman and you get the sense that she's only there because your son has money, you're not gonna let that woman use your son. But this is what you're teaching him. You're teaching him he has to have this in order to have someone. So basically what you're saying is the respect that she has for your son should only be there if impending his financial situation. Well, the crazy thing about this is that son could grow to hate women. And now we have another man out here who just a woman hater, who's using women because he knows he's gonna get used, so he uses you first before you can use him. This is how the black man is getting ruined. It's because of the single mothers. It's because the fathers are nowhere to be found a lot of times, and that goes 50-50. You got cases where the father wants to be there, but he can't because what she's doing to him and hold him away from the kids. And then you just got some niggas out here who just don't give a fuck about their kids, which are the scum of the earth. Make no mistake about it, where I stand on that. I think any person who does not want to take care of their own child, boy or girl, is the scum of the earth. I don't speak for those men. I show more empathy for the man who's trying to do for their kids, but maybe can't do for their kids because they have a bitter baby moms, or they got somebody who likes to use their kids as a pawn to get back at the baby daddy. Because you do have mothers who make it hard for the father to do his job. And then, as I always say, anytime you have a father who has a son and the mother, they're no longer together, let that son go live with his father. That's the best way he's gonna learn how to be a man. especially if that father's a good father. I'm not saying never go see your mom, I'm not saying never go stay with your mom, whatever, because there is things you can learn from a woman about women if she's a good mother. So I would say if you are a father, stay in your child's life. If you're trying to be in your child's life, do everything you can possible to be in your child's life. Now you have to look at this like, if he now grows up and he begins to act like these men who y'all complain about every day out here, then y'all daughters are gonna be complaining about your mom should have did better with you. Or either y'all gonna start saying he has mommy issues. I see it every day. This is what they say every day. You guys gotta understand is the men that you complain about every day, 9 times out of 10 is raised by a single mother. And not only raised by a single mother who isn't healed herself, who has her own trauma, who's passing down her own traumas to her kids. And this is producing those people that we see in nowadays society, man or female. Now at the end of the day, I'm sure this is all fun and games. I'm pretty sure this is entertainment and it shouldn't be looked at as that deep, right? But my thing is, you know your son is broke. I don't know how old your son is. I'm assuming he's a teenager. And 9 times out of 10, he has a teenage girlfriend or girl that he's talking to or whatever. At the end of the day, they both broke. So what can you really expect from him when he's just a teenager? He's broke. So my advice would be this. If you know that women out here these days are into men and money is like at the top of their list of what you need in order to be with a woman, is he working? My thing is, don't even allow him to have a girlfriend. Don't even allow him to consider himself having a girlfriend. Because just to be honest, a real parent is going to build their child up, not tear them down. Now, like I say, I don't know if this is real. So instead of saying, hey, don't listen to him, he's a broke nigga, make it so that he can make his money. Because I'm assuming he's a teenager. So make it so that he can make his own money. That way he can do things for his girl. He can take his girl out. He can buy things. You don't even have to buy him that shirt if he can make his own money. If he's old enough to talk to a girl on the phone and old enough to consider that girl his girlfriend, he's old enough to be out here working, doing something, cutting some yards, washing some cars, a local grocery store. He should be out here making some money, some kind of way. Because like I even tell grown men, don't pursue any woman when you yourself can't take care of yourself. Have your own. Because at the end of the day, no man likes to be called broke, not even by another man. And from my perspective, what you're teaching your son is that his respect, his authority, his boundaries are all basically due to how much money he has. That's wrong. At the end of the day, they both kids. 9 times out of 10, they both broke. So as well as he telling her what to do, she can't tell him what to do neither, because she ain't got no money. I never like to commingle respect and money. A lot of men got money that I don't respect. It's a lot of men who may not have it, but I respect them as men. So instead of exposing him for being a brokey, expose him to a job. Expose him on ways to get his money, to get his bag up. Because at the end of the day, that stuff like that ruins self-esteem. That takes away from that confidence that he needs to become everything that he needs to be in this world. Because this world, as a black man, is already hard on his own. And trust me, from personal experience, he's gonna need all the confidence, all the self-esteem that he can get. I read a comment that said, if the dad said this, he's a great father, and if the mother says this, she's a terrible mother. Lessons like this come better from the father, because the father knows how to tap into and communicate this without belittling him, without knocking at his confidence or his self-esteem. Mothers say this in a way because they dealt with broke niggas, and it's coming from a bitter place. It just doesn't come from a good spirit when it comes from the mother. Not saying that no mothers in this world can translate this, but these type of mothers, how she is and how she just displayed in this video, she's not the one to teach her son this lesson. Now, I don't know her personally. I'm just going off of what she gave us in this video. And the way she kind of clowned him, you can't teach a lesson by clowning somebody. You can't expect someone to know something they don't know. Maybe if he knew that, he wouldn't have done what he did. Maybe if he knew, okay, I need to work on myself first before I even entertain the fact of, having a woman and her following my lead or whatnot. But like I said, this comes from a single mother. And as a single mother, what you should be doing is trying to make sure your child doesn't make the mistakes that you made. Not clown him for the mistakes that you made and putting on him or her. But what I think we're missing in this conversation, the saddest thing about this situation is what you're doing is you're also teaching that girl or young girls who watch this video that as long as a man has money and has status or whatever, he can talk to you any kind of way. He can tell you to do whatever he wants you to do. We just sat right here and watched this whole Diddy situation go down. One of probably the most powerful black men that we've ever had, and it's a few of them, but we're watching him fall from grace because of the fact that he had money and nobody around him, or not enough people around him wanting to tell him or pull him to the side to let him know this ain't right. And he's gotten away with it for so long because of the thing that you're saying that he needs to have in order for a woman to fall in line with him. You're saying that as long as he has money, women should listen to him and talk to him any kind of way. That's exactly what's happening with Diddy right now. A man having so much money, so much power, doing whatever he wanted to do to women. And y'all are condemning him, yet you're still teaching the same lesson to your son. Now, what part of the game is that?